What's going on? What's going on, everyone who is watching this show right now? Hey guys, hope everyone is having amazing time. So guess what's going on today? I'm back with another amazing interview with another 2 Club Award winner. So first of all, guys, everyone who is watching this, welcome to the Nikhil Sai Show, which is hosted by me, the Nikhil Sai. Welcome back to another episode of the Nikhil Sai Show. And guess who is coming on this show today? This is one of the craziest guy when it comes to learning about how to use solo ads and how to scale digital products. He is a very professional consultant when it comes to scaling businesses through low cost advertising methodologies. So guys, let's not waste any time and welcome Hadji Sall, who is CEO at Hadji Sall. Hey Hadji.
What's going on? What's going on, Nikhil? Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely. We're grateful that you joined on time, brother. Thank you so much for hopping on, bro. How's the day so far?
The day is pretty good, bro. I'm more of a night owl. It's Ramadan for me. I'm fasting. So I usually go to sleep 7, 8 a.m. in the morning, and then fast during the day. But yeah, so it's been going pretty good. So day just started. Let's say that.
Super cool, brother. Yeah. And happy Ramadan for sure. Appreciate it. Absolutely, bro. So Hadji, let's not waste any time. I'm actually super inspired by your story. I hope this will inspire a lot of other people as well. So Hadji, would you like to start to tell us your backstory? Like, how did all of this started enough?
Yeah, great question. So just to give you, so basically, guys, I'm an immigrant. I think that's like the biggest part of my story is that I'm an immigrant and grew up in West Africa, but moved to Atlanta, Georgia, which is like one of the kind of worst neighborhoods in Georgia. So it was a struggle growing up, grew up from humble beginnings, grew up, saw my parents work 2-3 jobs. So by the time I was 16, I was working 2-3 jobs, trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out what's the best way to do it. But one thing for sure, though, is just that I just always had a desire for greatness. I had a desire to, and I had a vision in that I knew that I could be, something greater than just a job. So, so it was, extremely a big blessing to, have found, this industry and have found, online marketing and to have found, what it is that, which is fairly brand new, that a lot of people haven't even tapped into yet. And it was even bigger of a blessing to have, found, different ways and different opportunities to make online marketing work for myself, compared to finding the traditional route that people usually go. So just kind of blazing your own path. And it all started with a vision, just knowing that I could do it.
That's awesome, my friend. And that's really inspiring. Like a lot of people who are born in one-tier countries and they just complain about not making enough for themselves or their family. But you now being an immigrant achieved so much that this will really inspire a lot of people from other countries, especially who are having some excuses to actually execute. And that truly inspires me a lot, brother. That's why I'm super excited for this interview, especially. So Hadji, you are very, very amazing guy. So you are master when it comes to creating irresistible offers. So would you like teaching us how your methodology works when it comes to creating an irresistible offer?
Yeah, that's a really, really good question. Because to be honest, you guys, there's only one general key, when it comes to I see a lot of people trying to be really, really good at marketing. And the thing is that you don't have to be good at marketing. You get what I'm saying? If you're trying to be really, really good at marketing, it means that you don't have a good product. And
absolutely.
I came to this conclusion when I had a friend, right? So I had a friend, he was selling like do-rags. I don't know if you know what do-rags are, but do-rags are things that you just wear on your head when you go to sleep, right? Like black people wear when you go to sleep because you don't want your waves to mess up. You don't want your hair to mess up, right? So my friend was selling that and he was making $100,000 a month, right?
Ooh.
And I'm and then he didn't read no marketing books. He didn't buy no courses. He wasn't studying. He wasn't doing anything. Meanwhile, I'm here, right? I'm studying my ass off. I'm reading a bunch of courses. I'm watching a bunch of courses. I'm learning all the marketing strategies. I'm buying every Facebook ads course, trying to get this thing to figure out. And I'm like, this guy is not doing none of that. So how come he's making so much money? And I just said it in a asking myself these type of questions. And then this is when I came to the conclusion that I had a product that nobody wanted. You get what I'm saying? Which is really, at the time I was selling my services. So really I didn't even have a product like that. You get what I'm saying? So for most entrepreneurs out there, nobody most people don't really have a product.
True.
Most people are out there, marketing nothing. You know, they're marketing thin air, trying to market themselves, trying to market their services, trying to, market funnels and everything like that. But at the end of the day, if you're going to build a real true business and you're trying to step away from just being an online hustler and have an online business, I come from developing a good product. You know what I'm saying? Like in one of my programs, I talk about irresistible offer. And one is the product, it's the price, is not the bonuses, but the different things that you include with it. You say bonuses. I just don't like to use the word bonuses. Then people go overboard and give out 10 bonuses, but this is not good for you because then now you're diluting your product and now you have a hard time delivering these services and these bonuses. Next thing you know, you can't get more customers. So it works on both ends, right? It's like a business. They can't give out you can't give out a discount to the point where you go out of business, right? That's a bad offer, even though you thought it was good. But so a lot of people, they try to just throw too much. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, so this is what makes up an offer, right? So I started to notice that you're not really putting anything out there. You haven't really, developed a product, right?
Yeah.
And you can see like most entrepreneurs nowadays, this is the biggest problem. Is like people have a hard time developing a product. People know all these different marketing skills, et cetera, et cetera. But you guys, business comes down to a product at the end of the day.
Exactly.
If you don't have a product that people want, people won't buy it. And then sometimes people get married to their products, right? So sometimes they're trying to push a bad product that people are not buying. That just shows you guys that nobody wants your product.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So they have a hard time divorcing that product and moving on to the next product, right? So this is a big, big, big problem with a lot of internet marketers or a lot of online marketers is because, they see the ads, learn Facebook ads. That's not a product, you guys. That's just a skill set. You get what I'm saying? So learn this, make money fast, right? And everybody has gotten away from the 6 months of product development that traditional businesses would have went through. A year of product development, 2 years of product development, 3-4 years of product development, to develop a good product that you could sell. But now, people are in an extreme rush, to just go out there and in result, they just start marketing thin air. So most people, when you talk about irresistible offer, it just comes down, you can ask yourself even a simpler question. Do you have a good product, right, that people want to buy? Right? If you have a good product that people want to buy, you don't have to get good at marketing. You don't have to get good at sales. All you got to do is just then show it. You don't have to get good at writing copy. Because you have a product that people want. So if you're looking for like the big domino in the situation of your business, all you have to really do is spend time and develop your product. Figure it out. What do people want to buy? And then nowadays, people have been really, people are really not in this phase of just wanting to actually build a business. Because if you ask Elon Musk, if you look at some of the Silicon Valley companies, if you look at some of these companies that you maybe even see on Shark Tank, these companies, they go in a hole. You get what I'm saying? They go into debt. They raise investors. They spend millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, right, to develop a good product before they see their first dollar back. You get what I'm saying? So now, if you see that, like us as internet marketers, we want to do the absolute opposite. We want to spend $0 to have a product and then sell it. You get what I'm saying? So that's a problem. So you guys got to get to a point where like you don't have to spend millions of dollars, but you at least, invest in something, invest some time, some energy to develop a product, because this is the big domino. Because if your product is good, people will buy it. You get what I'm saying, you guys?
True.
Big domino. There's a lot of people also selling their time. This is never going to go anywhere. Right. This is something that I say in one of the most recent videos I recorded. And I was just like, a lot of times people, are so conditioned to selling their time, because this is all we're taught to sell. Like, and, a lot of times people don't have, creativity, to be able to make a product, and people don't have the money to jump out there and make a product. So the key is that like, you shouldn't necessarily if you don't have a product to sell, and you don't, you're not Elon Musk, you don't have the time and the money, here's a simple solution. Become a distributor for someone else. There's tons and tons of businesses out there. There's tons and tons of businesses out there that have products,
Exactly.
that have there's tons of courses out there. You don't have to be the most expert person out there and go make your own course, right? People that are there's how many people on Udemy with cheap courses. You can show them how to reprice it, revalue it, and take a percentage of the company. Don't be an affiliate, right? That's too small. And this is what I be telling people, is like, sometimes people just want to find an affiliate program. They want to but nobody wants, like, develop a product, go and build some relationships, and now you have a product. The development process also includes developing relationships with other people. You get what I'm saying? That's a big part of product development. You get what I'm saying? Developing a relationship with your suppliers and manufacturers, right? So now if you're in the online course industry, the same thing with traditional business applies. Go develop a relationship with a supplier of information, right? And this is exactly what I did when I first started my business, because I wasn't smart enough. I didn't have no expertise to create a product. I didn't have the money, and I was in a rush, and I was impatient. And then that's when I started to network, and I started to source people. I started to look for suppliers, people that have information and that I can help them package and sell it. And I didn't go up there and be like, hey, give me a fee, pay me this, and that. It was a partnership. Hey, you're this person already. Let's put this together. You take a percentage of the company. You take 60, I take 40.
Awesome.
And then you put the information out there. You supply the product, the knowledge, everything like that, and then I'll push it. You get what I'm saying? Or if I already see that you have it going on, let's partner up. And you can develop products like that, so you can distribute other people's knowledge, because most new entrepreneurs, you're probably not in a position, where you can develop an information product. You get what I'm saying? But you guys, the thing about it is that there's tons and tons of businesses out here. You get what I'm saying? That you can partner up with, that you can distribute for, right? So you don't necessarily have to make your own product. You don't have to make your own product. You can start off with a distribution model to the point where you can build up enough capital for yourself to then really invest in making a product. Because if you look at some traditional businesses, people spend $10,000 to acquire their product. So many people just want to stick to drop shipping. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to last long. It's not a real business. You get what I'm saying? Because your value that you're providing is not that great. You have long shipping times, et cetera, et cetera. You're not helping the customers in any way. You're just taking money, without providing value. So with that being said, you're not going to be in business very long time. People have gotten away from wanting to even put $1,000 towards acquiring some products physically to take pictures of it. They'd rather go Photoshop the shirt. They'll sell the shirt. Haven't even purchased the shirt. Haven't even really worn a shirt or modeled the shirt or anything like that. People are just looking for the quick way. You know what I'm saying? So they're always stuck in that cycle. Where if I was to do the business and I was gonna make a shirt, I would go buy the shirt. I would go make sure the quality of the shirt is good. I would make sure the shirt is comfortable. I would test the shirt. I would make sure that the shirt is comfortable throughout the day, because these details right here matter, right? I know the quality
100%.
of the shirt. I know if this is a wintertime shirt, a summertime shirt, or under the hoodie shirt, everything like that, so that I can market it the proper way. I'm willing to invest in photo shoots to get my shirt thing. So now you see people trying to start clothing brands and haven't even put a picture of the shirt out there. You get what I'm saying? So, so pretty much it comes into you got to just invest to developing the product. That's it. Invest some time, some sweat to actually developing a product. If most people out there are trying to come up with irresistible offers, they probably haven't even really invested, some time, energy, sweat, or something to build the product. They're just trying to sell thin air. That's what I see.
Absolutely, Hadji. And I really understand the fundamentals of what you're speaking about. Like, I really see like what you exactly told. Like, a lot of people are actually selling their products and services on Fugazi. Like, it never exists. They just try to sell without even owning a great product or service. And even what you just mentioned, dropshippers. There are millions of dropshippers, but how many of them are actually brands? Maybe a few hundreds. That's it. Nothing is a real business. It's like just a temporary business. And I really understand, like, if you really make a product great, like, people will brag about them, and we don't even need to market it. People will just come and buy themselves. Just come and
Right.
buy, come on buy, right? We just need to make sure the fundamentals of the product is correct. So everyone who's watching this, if you are selling something, just make sure your product is always perfect, or at least which satisfies your customer needs.
Right.
That's
Like Elon
awesome,
Musk,
Haji.
I watched the interview of Elon Musk. He said he they spend $0 at marketing at
On
Tesla.
marketing. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm really fascinated by the crazy guy. Like, he runs multiple companies at a time, multiple million dollar companies, if I'm not wrong. So and then they don't spend on marketing because they have a great product. You don't need to shout about purchasing a new Tesla Cybertruck because it's crazy. People are just gonna come and buy, which is
Right.
crazy enough. Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's what I realized, and that's why I realized he was making 100 grand a month because it was product. And this is
Exactly.
something that people don't talk about. You don't never see a Facebook ad talking about make a good product. You know
No,
what I'm saying, you don't see a Facebook ad that says make a good product. All you see is
make money fast.
make money, make money. Very, very
Yeah, and that really makes me sad, Haji, at this point of time. Like, like
right,
people are not enough trying to say teach these fundamentals, but trying to show that quick thing, just next quick thing, next quick thing, right?
right.
Yeah, let's
I
change the
think the
trend
quick,
for
the
sure.
quick the quick thing that someone could do though is not even be an affiliate, but like go and find a company and be a distributor for it.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea. Like, if someone is really struggling, just go and partner up with someone who knows his stuff. You will genuinely learn a lot. Like, you can literally grab their complete business blueprint, and when you start up your own business, it could really help you to learn the
The,
fundamentals of how a real
the, thing,
business runs.
the thing about that is that you find that everybody wants to be the number one guy. You get what I'm saying? Because of ego. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody just, oh, it got to be 100% mine or it's nothing. And then it led me, like, I left, for example, like my brother's family, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other day we were at dinner and I was like, why are you trying to start a business and you trying to start a business and you're trying to start a business and you're trying to start a business? Why the hell y'all don't work together on one business? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Why is everybody trying to start a different business? Why does everyone feel like they need to separate themselves? It's because of ego. And the thing about it is that when you partner up and you have the right partnerships and relationships, what you're really doing is that you have leverage, right? You have leverage, right? And if
True.
leverage is applied properly, you can make more money faster with less time, less energy, and less effort. So who gives who cares if you
Yeah.
100% of the business? I make more money than a person that owns 100% of nothing,
Yeah.
and because I applied leverage, right? So it could be
Absolutely.
like in my situation, I can go partner up, with the person that knows stocks. It's going to take me some time. It probably took me like 6-7 months of consistent networking to find the right person to partner up with, right? Most
Mm-hmm.
people are going to want to put in 6-7 months. They want it now, right? And then they go make
That's
some
the problem.
dumb decision like, oh, let me go buy all the stock market courses, watch it, yada 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 yada, do
Yeah.
this, and try to teach them not know, or even better yet, let me just sell my time again. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't want to do the legwork of not getting paid 6-7 months to be able to find the right suppliers and the right supply chain. So I think this is the biggest thing. And like you said, like people don't market, hey, build a good product to build a good business. People market, start a business right now. No product, no energy, no selling, no nothing required.
Easy money.
Yeah.
That's
So
never gonna work anyway, Haji. And that's really beautiful. And what you just
let me
mentioned.
just make sure my laptop gets plugged in really quickly here.
Yeah, sure, no worries. Take your time. So yeah, guys, like, this is the main problem which is happening in the industry right now. And what just Haji mentioned is so beautiful. Like, if you really leverage someone else's skill, that can really boost up. Like, it's not about being a business owner for a company which does 50, $60,000 a year, but it's more about owning, like, even a 5% stake in $1 million company, because that's going to be worth more, right? So you should be smaller pie on a bigger pizza than eating all the pizza which is half an inch, right? So you should be really looking at where you are exactly. That's beautiful. So Haji, let's get into the next question. You are one of the best guys when I know when it comes to handling traffic sources. So would you mind talking about what are the best traffic sources in 2021 to acquire more sales at a cost efficient? Because Facebook is going crazy these days because of the iOS update and all this cool conversions problem which is having. So what do you take on this? Like, best traffic source in 2021?
I mean, they're all great. I'm always just starter. They're all great. But to be honest, how I see it is personally is that, when people zig, I zag. So if people are running here, I go the other way. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And all traffic sources work. Billboards work. TV commercials work.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, they work. They all work. It's just about creativity. You know what I mean? It's all about creativity. These are just fundamental principles. It's all about creativity and just seeing, for your product, which one can you harness the most, right? Someone's going to be good at Facebook ads if they just focus on it. So the number one thing is that you just want to focus and get good at one traffic source. Don't try to do a bunch of traffic sources all at the same time. You go and just focus on one traffic source. But for me, I'm doing a lot of offline ads these days. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because,
interesting.
yeah. So I'm doing a lot of offline ads. Like for example, we're purchasing ads at delis. So there's delis in New York.
Mm-hmm.
When my cousin's going around, he's buying literally banner ads, because that's what it is. We're putting a banner in front of the store. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So it's just for me. I'm looking for creative ways where people are. Traffic is everywhere. It's wherever there's eyeballs, there's opportunity. You get what I'm saying? So, for people, a lot of people are running away. A lot of people are, just trying to do the Facebook ads and everything like that. And I was like, perfect, because I know that the law of supply and demand is that I see a lot of people coming here. I see courses popping up every day, yada yada, learn Facebook ads, yada yada. And I'm like, this can't be good for me. There's more people doing it. There's less real estate. What are people not doing a lot of? And that's where I go towards. This is just like my simple logic, And so this is why I run
Mm-hmm.
banner ads with these grocery stores for $100 a week. You get what I'm saying? There's at,
Yeah.
there's at least a couple thousand people that come into that grocery store. And when you start to do these type of ads, there's less competition. There's no internet marketer buy my product inside of a grocery store. you know,
Wow.
I'm the only person,
Yeah,
so
you're separating yourself.
yeah, absolutely. So even like solo ads is advertising through other people's email lists. There's not many internet marketers, doing that. That's how I
Yeah.
started,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there I was running solo ads on Instagram. Now people are starting to figure that out. People are starting to figure out, hey, you can pay influencers to post and promote you on Instagram. I was like, okay, let
Let's
me
try something else.
let me go. Let's look at where other people are not. It's going to be direct mail. It's going to be billboards. They, they literally work, because guess what, you guys? You don't have to be good at marketing if your product is good, and my product is good. And I've invested a lot of time, money, energy, team time to developing a good product. So I don't have to, be the best marketer. I can be a trash marketer. I mean, the worst. All I have to do is just put the stuff out there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just put it out there. Let people get it. Let
That's
people see
awesome.
it, and when they see it, they'll get it.
Yeah.
I don't have to be making the fanciest ads and nothing like that really. I just
Yep.
gotta just let people know that this is available, and you
Yeah.
can accomplish that goal through wherever eyeballs are at. So
Exactly. Yeah. Like this is
yeah,
indirectly proportional, right?
I don't have to know my conversion rates, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All I know is that I make more than I spent. I don't have to know click-through rates on the ads. I don't have to know which ads are performing the best. I don't have to be this ninja performance marketer. You get what I'm saying? All I have to know is that
Yeah.
I make more
You're
money.
breaking the market.
Yeah, I made more
Absolutely.
money last week than I made this week. Did I make? I spent this much last week. How much I got back? That's it. You know.
Absolutely, Haji. Yeah, that's really beautiful, and people really need to understand this. Like, what really happens in the market is like, oh, everyone is doing ClickFunnels, I'm gonna jump in ClickFunnels. Everyone is going to do Shopify, I'm gonna jump into this. Everyone is doing Forex, just keep on shifting their gears, but they don't really understand what is something which no one is doing and which has the potential, and that's what you're exactly trying. 2021, everyone is not that good in billboards. Now you just entered it and you're killing it with offline, which is amazing. I think you're the only one person who is an internet marketer I know personally who does this offline billboard ads, which is crazy enough to learn.
Yeah,
Right.
it's easy. It's a phone number. You call the phone number and ask the price.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's really a direct sale.
They tell you the price and you pay it, and then now you gotta add up. Simple.
Awesome. Yep, awesome, brother. So yeah, like let's talk about like more like a systems. Like I know you are a business consultant. So like there are a lot of entrepreneurs, especially the digital entrepreneurs who wants to scale their business, but they don't really have a predictable, reliable system. So what do you think? Like how can we build systems in a digital business in 2021?
So how to build systems in digital businesses? I would tell people to urge on the side of simplicity. A lot of times as human beings, we love complexity. We feel like if things are like if things are like that,
Yeah,
oh, it must be working. And I can pretty much tell you the best system is a straight line. You know,
exactly.
with less than 3 steps. You get what I'm saying? And like kind of like some of the stuff that I'm just sharing with you guys is like unconventional wisdom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would not be telling you this.
They don't talk about.
I'm just giving you the base foundation of doing these things. You want to make your life simple. You want to make your business simple, right? As you can see, I'm a simple guy. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
try to overcomplicate this shit. I just try to, boom. What works is 2-3 steps. You know what I'm saying? It's never
Mm-hmm.
ever more than 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. You get what I'm saying? If it's getting more than 5 steps, the greater chances of it breaking at every level. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I just want to make it
Yeah.
really, 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 really simple. You know what I'm saying? True genius is how simple you can make something. You know what I'm saying? Einstein says that perfectionist is not how much more you can add, it's how much more you can remove. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So true genius is really removing as much as you can. You get what I'm saying? Keeping as little as possible. And that's how I keep my life super simple. Keeping myself feel super in a super good, comfortable, still position. I feel great every day. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't have all this
Yeah.
complexity in my life, right? For me, and then also when it comes to building systems, a couple of questions that you got to ask yourself: can you remove more? How simple can it be?
Wow.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The second question that you have to ask yourself is who is it that you want to be? Like who is it that what are you trying to build and who are you trying to be? You get what I'm saying? A lot of times people copy other people's systems, but it's not gonna work.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Because, for example, right, I always thought when building my business, I have to be this type of A-type influencer. I have to be this big influencer. You get what I'm saying? And the only reason why I had ended up at that conclusion is because I'm watching other people, right? And other people, they're out here super energetic, doing TikToks and shit,
Yeah.
like jumping up and down and all this stuff. And I'm like, damn, like that's not my vibe. You get what I'm saying? So that system was never gonna work for me, no matter how hard I tried, because I wasn't gonna be able to be consistent with it. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I don't have to, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, I don't want to be out there every day, doing lives and all this stuff. I'd rather chill and read a book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
That's
have
what
a
I
different
want to
vibe
do.
completely.
And then I realized that, hey, you don't have to do that, because there's rich people. They're not on TikTok. They're not doing this. They're not doing this. So this system may work for this person, but there's other rich people out there that are not on TikTok, so they must be using and operating based off a different system. You get what I'm saying? So you got to
Mm-hmm.
select which system that you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? You can be in the whole influencer marketing system, content production day, batching content, all this good stuff, right? Or whatever. Which is great. It's for some people, but most people it's not. You get what I'm saying? Most people, you might be a background guy. You might be a person that like to build a business and nobody know who you are. That's me,
Mm-hmm.
preferably, right? So depending on who it is that I'm trying to be, it affects what kind of system that I build. So as you can see, my business, I have billboards. I just advertise my product. I don't put my face out there, because my product is good. I spent the money to develop the product, etc. Right? I'm building systems that support what I want. You get what I'm saying? I'm building systems that support my specific skill sets. I'm
Mm-hmm.
building systems that support my my specific desires. You get what I'm saying? So the
Exactly.
biggest thing about how you can build systems is don't copy someone else's shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not you. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from these systems and these components, but as entrepreneurs, you got to get to a point. Like, I feel like a lot of times people make entrepreneurship so cookie cutter that people don't have the ability to have that abstract part of entrepreneurship, which is very
Mm-hmm.
important. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurship is not one way. It's
Yeah.
abstract. You know what I'm saying? It's the ability to figure out, look, these are all the different components I have in the market. You know,
Exactly.
I took the time to learn that these components do this. And and when you're learning, like, you actually like learning what these core components are. You're learning that like this component is this and it's done this way. And then now you can start to piece together these different components, right, to
Mm-hmm.
build a system that works for you. You get what I'm saying? You know that marketing is eyeballs. You just need attention. Okay, so then that means I could do this. I don't have to do TikTok. You get what I'm saying? You know that
Yeah.
funnels is this. Okay, maybe I don't need a funnel. Maybe people just need a phone number to call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can start to piece together, your own system that works for you. And so those are the two core foundations. Keep the system super simple, super lean, as simple as you can get it, right? As least work as possible that you can get it. Because if you got a system that requires a lot of work from you, that's just not going to get done. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? You're going to be this overly grinding type of person. And then one day you're not going to want to grind. And your system stop, and you always going to be,
Collapses.
you're going to be always living in a world of panic. And I don't like that. When I first tried to do that, I don't like this. I don't like, oh my God, no content up, all this good stuff. I just try to keep it simple, basic, and try to figure it out.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely,
the
Ajahn.
best advice I can like tell people when to build systems. It's like, okay, step one, do this. Step two, do this. Step three, do this. I'll be fucking lying to you, because it's not gonna work for you. It's gonna work,
Yeah.
for me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I really genuinely see that. Like that's really great. Like a lot of people just copy like all these crazy influencers who are making millions of dollars. That's not you. They have a big following, they have a different product, but you can't use the same system because it's designed for themselves, right? It's not designed for you. And I love what you just mentioned when we talk about building a system. Business owners be like, okay, what can we add more? What can we add more? Let's add a chatbot. Let's add this. Let's add that. But now you maintain the straight line. Like, no, just fucking remove every single piece which is not making you money. Just
And
remove that shit and just focus on what's working, which is so beautiful. But
right,
that's great on like.
like for example, like people had like we used to do like Calendly funnels and funnels with this just to get the person on a phone call, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, just fucking call the number. Here's a number, call it. Somebody's gonna pick up. That's it. That's
That's
it.
beautiful. Yeah.
Because this is what I see. The people that I look up to when they're builders, since nobody knows them, nobody never hears about them. They got a phone number. They got people behind the phones ready to take the calls and sell the product.
Boom. Simple.
That's it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I
Absolutely,
removed all
Hadji.
the steps and just left it to one step.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about business. Like completely focus on product and let people purchase it over and over. And you make it so simple that they could never
Exactly.
think twice to buy it. Yeah, they could never think twice to buy it. Absolutely.
Focus on product and let people buy it.
Absolutely, Haji. So let's get on to the next question. Like, as you are a solo ads expert, like a lot of people have some misconceptions and they can't really use solo ads effectively. So, in a straight line, like in a quick process, would you mind explaining us like how to use effectively the solo ad system?
Yeah, so solo ads, if people don't know, solo ads is a single advertisement that you can buy from vendors. And then like solo ads is mainly known for email list, right? So like being able, and I guess in this purposes, let me just speak to you about solo ads in terms of just getting someone's email list. So solo ads, people kind of do it wrong, right? So sometimes what people always want the shortcut, like people always want to do it the easiest way possible. So like what people will do, people will go and try to find, what's the thing called? People will go and they'll try to go find a website and then they can just go click and buy someone's email list and try to mail that email list. That's the absolute wrong way to do solo ads. Solo ads requires legwork. It requires you to go out there, network, shake some hands, meet Nikhil, meet me, and they say, oh, I got an email list. My email list is 250,000 people. They ask me, oh, yo, you got an email list? how much is it going to cost for me to send the email directly to your list? And this is not me giving them my list. This is them giving me the copy for their email, and I send it to my list, right? And I could charge them
Mm-hmm.
$1,000 for that. I could charge them whatever I want for that, right? So that's it. So the goal for you, when if you're looking for solo ads, right? And before let me tell you this, and I'll tell you the benefits. So when looking for solo ads, what you do is one, you make a list. Like how Russell Brunson calls it, your Dream 100 list, right? Who
Mm-hmm.
if they would advertise for you, your shit would be popping, like you'll be lit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
if they were to promote you, or they were just to send the money, send the email for you, your thing would be popping. And for me, like I said, I don't like to waste time. I don't like to go and try to JV with people and all this stuff, because it just requires time, and time is money. I just
Mm-hmm.
go and ask, what's the price? You get what I'm saying? How much for you to post / email my product to your audience? I don't want to JV. I don't want to nothing. You get what I'm saying? I don't even have to talk to you.
Simple. Yeah.
Just the price. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a price, and Benjamin Franklin talks louder than everybody else. You get what I'm saying? So for
Yeah.
me, that's it. I just go to people, I email them, I message them, I DM them. I have my VA do that, to be honest. Have them do all that, and builds me a list of, hey, this is the person, and their email list is this size. They said that it'll cost this much to do it. I look at that person. Okay, this person produces good content. This person looks like they have a warm audience. I join the person's email list. Oh, this person sends good emails. You get what I'm saying? So cool. Let's go ahead and wire the person, PayPal the person, whatever. We send them the money. We send them our email copy. They tell us what date that they're gonna send it, and we sit back and wait for the traffic. That's our process. So if I had to break it
Absolutely.
down one more, to find a person, communicate with them, find their price, pay them, send them the email
Simple.
copy, wait for your traffic. I paid the person $10,000, that I make more than $10,000 the following week. You get what I'm saying? Or I might just I give them a dedicated funnel. Hey, how many clicks? Everything came through this funnel, and 9 times out of 10, like the traffic source be so like cheap, you don't have to measure. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm the only person advertising on that person's email list. I'm the only person that has came in contact with that person and asked how much for your email list. You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? Because I'm the only
Mm-hmm.
person to have to come across and do that. You know, I'm
Lot
getting
more attention.
I'm getting a lot more attention, right? This person, their email list, he has a relationship with them. When you run a cold ad, there's no relationship. You get what
Yep.
I'm saying? Absolutely zero relationship, and relationship, no like and trust, which is all just under one word, relationship. On a cold ad, there's absolutely no relationship with the person that you're marketing to. You get what I'm saying? So, like, say for example, uh, this person. Let's just stick with the email list example. So, like this person here, they have a relationship with their email list. So if I paid them to market me, the clicks and the traffic that I'm getting is better, because it's almost like a referral. You know what I'm saying? And referrals is the best form of marketing, word of mouth. So this is why these solo ads work really, really well for me and the other people that do it, is because look, I'm already going to a person that has a relationship with their audience, you know?
100%. Yeah.
So that's the
That's.
simple way of doing it. And that's like one
Mm-hmm.
of the biggest benefits. So that's why your conversion rates hit harder, everything hits harder, and you don't have to be that good of a marketer.
Exactly,
You
Haji. And that's really beautiful. Like when you really look at the complete point of view of running solo ads, now you're not bidding yourself on a cold audience using Facebook or Instagram, but what you're doing is
That's
you're
seen five
leveraging someone
other,
else.
and that person would have seen 5 other marketers and 5 other courses before they seen your ad. You know what I'm saying? Your ad got to do a lot of, now you forced to have an ad that does a lot of work and everything like that, where I'm mailing a list. They never, they're on email. You get what I'm saying? They
More
never,
personal attention.
it's more personal. I'm not in competition. They probably got a whole bunch of business emails, some things, but this guy got through, they open it, boom. You
Yep,
know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
There's
Hmm.
absolutely no one else competing for their attention at that moment.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that that really makes solo ads stand out from the rest of the costly or trendy advertising which is happening right now. And you can literally leverage someone else's list, which is nurtured well. You can tap in and just put it in front of the product, and it really resonates with the existing nurturing sequence. So it can really just tap in and give the right messaging. Boom, you get instant clicks. You repeat it over and over again. If not, just change the list or change the person you're talking to. Simple as that.
Precisely. Yeah. So that concept, you guys, is how advertising works everywhere. You reach out to the person that owns the traffic, and you cut a deal with them. I call it deals for clicks inside of our program. We call it deals for clicks, and I show people 52 different places where they can buy ads. So it's not from people's email list. There's Instagram, there's YouTube descriptions. There's all these different places that nobody is even tapping into because they're not thinking about it. There's offline. There's trash cans.
Whoa.
I could definitely you reach out to the developers of that property. They will sell you an ad on that trash can for very. You get
Crazy. Yeah, 52 places. Everyone who's watching this, just go and connect with this crazy guy. He got you 52 different strategies to advertise. Now you can just be like, okay, who is my customer? Then just see where they hang out and just use one of those strategies and make money out of it, right? Which is crazy. And
when your product is good, you don't have to even target. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people
be so general, yeah.
You can just be general. Which is the best way to go about it. People sometimes have products that only work for yada yada nango.
Specific niche, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very niche. I prefer to advertise products that can work.
Exactly. And like if you're really looking at the bigger picture of any business, it should be so broad to the market. Like you see Google, Facebook, Apple, like they have a bigger products. That's why they are like billion-dollar companies. I've never seen a company doing billions by being specifically niche down, right?
Facts.
Exactly.
It's hard to even see a company that's doing 200 million, 100 million.
True.
But it's just, like I said, who you look up to. What systems are you looking at building? Are you looking at building a system that's just, 6 figures system? Cool. Niche down.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's it.
Awesome, Hadji. And like you are one of the most productive guys I've ever known. Like you keep it so simple, you keep straight to the point. Now I'm really curious to learn what kind of tools you use to manage your projects, manage your clients, manage your daily tasks for the productivity.
Google Sheets. That's it.
Really?
I use no other. I use Word doc, Google Sheets. That's it. Those are my only 2 tools that I use, bro. I don't log in.
Wow.
Google Drive, Google Sheets. I just use Google. That's it. Google Suites.
Yeah, everyone who's complaining that you don't have the resources, shut your mouth right now and just go with this.
Listen, like a lot of times people would try to set up a productivity tool, fuck around, spend 1 week trying to set up the tool. You get what I'm saying?
That's on point, dude.
That wasn't that productive. I use Google Sheets, write my list.
No complexity.
A column, write what I'm doing. B column, done or not done. That's it, bro.
Wow, that's amazing.
And get the work done. That's it. I don't try to overcomplicate this thing, man. Like you said, I'm a simple guy. Yeah, just Google Sheets. That's all you need, right?
Yeah, man.
Microsoft literally built their entire business from Excel. They weren't using Asana. They weren't using all these tools. I used to use all this stuff. Yeah, I used to use all this stuff, and it's all about removing.
Absolutely. That's amazing. So let's get into more about like your daily routine. Like how does that look like when it comes to running these businesses day to day?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's an absolutely great question. Daily routine. It's like from the morning all the way. So like for me, it's simple. Like
Mr. Simple.
Yeah, wake up, shower, brush my teeth, pray, meditate 20 minutes, get to the computer. That's it. Like people be having these elaborate ass, morning routines. Like, damn, you wake up at 5, by the time you get to work, it's 9. You know what I'm saying? Like I personally learned this from, cause I used to go crazy with the morning routine. I used to have list, I got to do this, I got to do that. I got to boom, 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 boom. I fast in the morning. If it's not Ramadan, I'm usually still fasting in the morning, and I will just wake up. One thing that I just can't miss is the meditation to, get my mind slow, steady, and to be able to focus. and that's it. Wake up, shower, pray, meditate, get to the computer, in like 2 3 hours, be done with the day and do whatever else I want that day. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? And you don't have to. People take 2 3 hours just to do this morning routine. Really, you're just procrastinating. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes your morning routine becomes your source of procrastination. So,
exactly. I've seen that.
yeah,
Absolutely. Like I see these all of these guys doing all this crazy stuff which doesn't really make sense. In the end, they say like, "Oh, I haven't get done enough." So I was like, "What were you doing?" And they talk about all these crazy routines they have, and I'm like, "Yeah, that doesn't feel good." Right?
yeah,
So that's
exactly.
awesome. Yeah. So let's get to the next question, buddy. Like, you have accomplished so much right now, and I really understand that it took you a lot of time to figure out, right? So if you just go back and talk to your 20-year-old, like, what would be the number one suggestion you would give your 20-year-old?
Yeah, it's not that long a time ago. 20-year-old me,
Or even a smaller you when you were working
it
some
will be
jobs,
20-year-old you.
trying to figure out, or being in that hustle mode?
Hustle mode. What would I tell him to do? This is a really good question. I never thought about this. Uh, it's between a couple things. I would just tell them, hey, invest in Bitcoin and make it simple. invest in Bitcoin right now, bro. As soon as you see it, invest in it, and then boom, right there. I would have cut out all the work for him. I'm assuming that that's not the type of question, like the type of response that you want, like more like something a little bit more practical. Because I remember like the 20-year-old me, it was a lot of hustling. You get what I'm saying? It was a lot of like just literally a lot of hustling. And I would say that really the biggest lesson that I learned in business, because that's when I would have just started. And, the biggest lesson I would have told myself, because like back then I used to stress a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like I was like a overly A type of person. I used to stress so much about making sure that my success comes. You know what I'm saying? I would have just told myself, yo, chill out. You know what I'm saying? It's coming,
Yeah.
But so I would have had stress so much. But to really, really answer your question, I would just tell them build a good product, bro, right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take a step back, because I know like back then I was in the hype. You know what I'm saying? I was in the
Mm-hmm.
hype, trying
Mm-hmm.
to big, and I all out boom, 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 marketing, Facebook ads. Like you get so like consumed with Facebook. There's somebody out there like that's like me. You get so consumed with Facebook ads. You get so consumed with what you get consumed with. You get so consumed with all this fancy marketing around,
Shiny object. Yeah.
all these talks inundating you, everything like that, to the point where you forget about the product. So like really, I was just telling someone like, bro, just chill out, take a step back, figure out what people want to buy, produce it, you'll be lit. And that's basically what I did. So because around the time like I turned 21, 22, that's when things started to pop for me. That's when I was like doing like 4 or 5 different businesses, everything like that. I would have just told myself, take a step back, you know, I would have just became the person I am now a little bit faster, which is just simplify things, make things easier. Oh, this is what I would tell myself. I'll tell them, think big as possible,
Mm-hmm.
and think big. You don't have to limit yourself. Look up to different people right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to look up to, you don't have to follow advice from internet marketers, billionaires giving out advice,
Yeah.
and their advice is very different. Too, from the advice that you might hear from conventional internet marketers. You get what I'm saying? Because it's two different lanes. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I've consciously made the choice to not listen to internet marketers and start to listen to, the billionaires out there and see how they
Mm-hmm.
operate, how they live their life, and everything like that. Like Warren Buffett, wake up and read some books, things like that. This is a much,
Simple.
it's a much better, simpler lifestyle that's more sustainable.
Yeah.
Compared to internet marketer, waking up frantic, going to sleep frantic, trying to implement 100 different projects, trying to tap into all this stuff is just like, not
Mm-hmm.
really serving you.
Absolutely. And we can really find out the difference in a snap. Like you can just look at this Shopify guru who talks about building out the store, ordering the products and shipping, handling Facebook ads, reviews, crazy day-to-day lifestyle. But when you look at Elon Musk, he just say like wake up, go to the office, do the work, get back. Simple as that. No crazy stuff, right? Yep. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's what I see. That's what I see. Simple as, you know, the people that I look up to, who do you listen to? The people I listen to, their life is simple. Donald Trump. I'm not saying I listen to Donald Trump, but everyone can learn something from Donald Trump. He doesn't make his life hard. Wake up, handle some problems, stir up some shit, go play golf. Simple, and make a lot of money in the process. Because the number one thing is that the more you're doing, the less you're making. That's a paradox.
100%, and that's a straight line on the point. Arrow, exactly.
Yeah. The more you're doing, the less you're making.
Exactly. You need to repeat that.
So
the more you're doing, the less you're making.
The less that you're making, because then for you to make more, you got to add more doing, and see how that goes for you. You don't have enough. Absolutely. I start to see that the people that make the most are doing the less. You know what I'm saying? So it's about using your brain and just really thinking about
the fatigue.
Where's the leverage at? Exactly. Where's the leverage at? That's it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Let's get to the next question, Hadji. Like, you're so young, but you still accomplished a lot of stuff, right? So what are your life's biggest achievements so far, and any bigger goals next?
Yeah, my life's biggest achievement so far is being a beacon of hope for people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in a really it's
completely different place. Yeah,
like different place, and most importantly, like not even like the hood in America, right? Because the hood in America is even like somewhat decent. You get what I'm saying? Compared to what's out there in the rest of the world. But I grew up in the hood in like a third, fourth world country, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? One of the third poorest country in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up in dirt, sleeping in dirt, everything like that. You get what I'm saying? And I go back home, I have cousins that are experiencing the same things. You get what I'm saying? So for me to be able to, have immigrated from that place, thank God, just have the opportunity of all the people that could have immigrated, I immigrated, and to have been able to immigrate to America and to do something, I can go back and show, my people, my country that, yo, look,
you made it.
We made something happen, and it's not even about me. So now my next thing is getting more of people like me and supplying opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Because
giving back.
Not giving back, giving opportunity. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get it, because like for me, I was given opportunity. You get what I'm saying? I was given opportunity,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? And giving opportunity also for me does not mean giving information. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm just giving the information to someone that can't necessarily apply it. You get what I'm saying? Because their situation's fucked up. You get what I'm saying? Not everybody, can just apply. So, life is about the greater the value. Okay, we're on this podcast, we're giving value, but the greatest value that I can give is, can I go create some jobs for these people? Can I go create high-paying jobs for these people?
Yeah.
And so that I can give them opportunity to make some money and feed their family. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I genuinely believe that's the most important thing everyone should be thinking of, like creating more jobs, impacting thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people's lives and make their lives better. You can only do it as an entrepreneur by creating more jobs and fulfilling their lives with the skills that they acquire, or they can acquire probably.
Right. So my biggest goal is to create jobs right now.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
For the people immediately close to me, and to create jobs for people farthest away from me.
Grateful, brother. Grateful for that, and super happy and excited to see you creating number of jobs for other people. And Hadji, like, you've done multiple businesses so far, hustling and doing all this crazy stuff now figured out and keeping it so simple. So what was your biggest mistake in life so far in terms of business, especially mindset, business?
This is tough because I don't regret nothing. I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out and how everything played out, because the mistakes that you make are your greatest teachers. You know what I'm saying? For a true believer, you don't make any mistakes. You get some really great lessons. Because if I didn't make those mistakes, I wouldn't have the mindset that I have now. You get what I'm saying? Like, my perspective on life would have been different. I always feel like, like some people consider things mistakes because
Mm-hmm.
doesn't go according to their plan. You get what I'm saying? But it could be going for you though, because you don't know what's next month, right? Because I could have, like, I would like, for example, like when my friend was doing Amazon or whatever, right? And then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, okay, cool. I should have done Amazon, yada yada yada. Like I could have done Amazon. You get what I'm saying? But I'm glad I didn't do it because maybe it would have took me off my purpose, and it would have took me off the path that where I could really go. You get what I'm saying? So you don't
Yeah.
look at, like the old saying goes, a bamboo takes, 60 some, like some amount of time, longer amount of time to come out the ground, but when it hits the ground, it goes up fast.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's a small plant that gets out the ground fast, and you're looking at it and you're wondering, ah,
It
damn,
doesn't grow.
I should have been that
Yeah.
plant. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not necessarily, I don't regret no mistakes. I'm grateful for all the mistakes because the mistakes have allowed me to have the thought patterns that I have now to be able, to want what I want, which is most importantly creating jobs for people, and to being in a position to create jobs for people and not necessarily, just in a position where it's just about my money, my wealth, et cetera, et cetera. So that's it. So I don't
Awesome.
regret none of those mistakes.
Yep.
The biggest mistake in life and in my life was thinking that my mistakes were mistakes, and not being grateful for them, and not being grateful for them, and not being able to, like, now when I make a mistake, I sit, like, first thing I do is like, okay, great, where's the lesson? There's something that the world, God is trying to teach me from this mistake, and it
Perspective.
allows me to be even more proficient at whatever I'm doing.
Absolutely. That's so amazing, Haji. That really can help a lot of people who are actually still doing some mistake. Like it's not bad if something is going wrong. You just need to sit back and see what's going wrong and really learn from what you have done earlier. It can really help you build more perspective and thought patterns, which can help you build some real business, right? Which is awesome
Back.
again. Absolutely. So let's get into the next question, Haji. So any key people involved in your success or a main inspiration for all of the success?
Yeah. One second, let me close this door. The classical music is going too loud.
It was
Sorry.
beautiful anyway.
Yeah.
It was great.
Huh?
Yeah, the music was good.
Oh, the music is okay. Yeah, let me close it. Alexa just started playing it.
Yep.
So my main inspirations for success and key persons involved. My main inspiration. I mean, for me, I would say that it's the people that are. It's the people that have less than me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that inspire me,
Wow.
the most. You get
Interesting.
what I'm saying? Because I see it every day. I see people like I like, and sometimes it's easy for people to walk by a homeless person and ignore the homeless person. It's just a homeless person. You get what I'm saying? But like when I
Yeah.
see a homeless person, I see a person that's really going through it. You get what I'm saying? And then like, so it's
Yeah.
the same thing for like when I go back to Africa a lot, I see, not just, oh, these people are struggling and whatever. I'm like, wow, these people are actually like struggling, and I feel that pain. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I feel that pain, I feel that struggle. And for me, my biggest inspiration is just trying to help those people not feel that pain anymore. So that's it.
Purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's my purpose. And that's what pushes me. It's not, oh, Elon Musk, yada, 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 I care about the people that have less, and hopefully getting them to a point to like where they got a lot, but just, to the point where, they can feed themselves and their family comfortably. And that's my purpose.
Awesome, but
But
awesome. That's really awesome.
yeah.
Yep.
And not by
And
just telling them, giving them information, but actually doing
doing the
it.
job. Yeah.
Doing
Yeah,
the job.
exactly. Like
And you
implementing
guys,
them with you,
job
right?
isn't
Exactly.
good luck.
Yeah, like I see a lot of people who wants to give opportunity. They just be like, okay, I'm giving you access to this course. Go watch it. Okay, I'm giving you the offer this to my recorded version of this, recorded version of that. But that really doesn't make any sense to them because they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use that implementation. And what you just mentioned, Haji, is really important. You just need to make sure that they take action with you, especially by just giving them some good job to work with you, to learn more
Yeah,
from you, to
for
actually
sure.
implement. Absolutely.
And definitely like the people right in front of us, the people, directly in, the United States and everything like that. But I just want people to know there's a bigger world out there. You
Yeah,
get
like a lot of people have a smaller vision. They really don't know how big this is, right?
facts.
Exactly.
They
But
don't know that there's 1.7 billion people in India, and a lot of them live under the poverty line. There's a lot of people in my country that live under poverty. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
really,
yeah.
the person that needs help is not the person that's trying to help their Facebook ads. It's the person that is just struggling to eat.
That be aside, yeah.
Yeah,
Let Facebook ads be shut aside, right? It's more about
I don't
purpose.
feel like that's a big problem. Like people not knowing how to do Facebook ads. Who gives a fuck? You get what I'm saying? You don't know how to do Facebook ads. So and then in life, you get rewarded depending on the size of the problem that you fix. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like there's of
Absolutely.
course there's people they make money from their Facebook ads. They can use that money, and they can what's this thing called? They can take that money, donate it to people. That's great. You know what I'm saying? No knock on that, but I really really love when people or like I invite more people to try to think about how you can create more jobs for people. Think about the online entrepreneurship game. It's a solo job. You get what I'm saying? You just feed yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, you just make a lot of money for yourself and they just keep it, or maybe donate a small part of it, but it's not like
You
creating
donate a small
purposeful
part.
jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you just keep it, and I just want people to expand their thinking just a tad, and just know that it's more than you out here. And the law of success states that the more people that you provide value for, the more people that you provide value to, the more money that you will be making. So if you think about it in terms of value, helping someone increase their Facebook ad, increase their business revenue, that's good value, really awesome, making more money,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But a greater value is helping a person that was working a job, just say America, $10 an hour, and now being able to not give them the information, because information is one thing, but also what about literally putting them in a position of greater heights? You know what I'm saying? So providing a lot of value to that one person, is gonna yield you great results too. So that's kind of like how I like to practice it. This is things that I don't usually talk to about anybody besides my immediate business partner and our family. But I just wanted to share it with you guys today to just invite more people to think and to think not just about them, but to think,
Awesome.
now how do
Yeah.
I just provide this information to people, but actually provide them the position to be in it? Because once you start thinking in this aspect, different business ideas are going to pop up in your head. It's not going to be about a course anymore. You go, it's not going to be about internet marketing anymore. It's going to be about
True.
what kind of
Purpose.
thing that I can make, boom, 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 to supply
Impact, purpose.
supply
Absolutely.
opportunity.
That's awesome, Haji. And I really see the perspective of you. And you're like one of the coolest persons I've ever met, and one of the simplest person I personally know who's doing crazy stuff. And like I genuinely believe a lot of people who are actually listening to the podcast right now and who may listen to this podcast would like to get more help from you. So where can our audience can find you mentoring? Do you have any mentorship opportunity? Do you sell any courses right now?
Yeah, we sell courses, but yeah, I'm more of the background guy. So we got a course right now. It's called the Accelerator Bundle. It's 25 different courses in it that teaches everyone like all the top opportunities and the top all the top business models like Turo, Airbnb, Amazon, real estate. So
Wow.
basically, I've gathered over 125 different instructors. Right, I haven't really even put this out there.
Oh, that's
I've
crazy.
gathered over 125 different instructors and still gathering more, and they all have recorded content for this course called the Accelerator Bundle, and the product
Amazing.
and the price of that product is $997. But that's not even what I'm most proud of. You get what I'm saying? What I'm most proud of is that by creating the product, our business model, how it works is that we give people the opportunity, we give them the product for absolutely free, and then they can the product and sell it as their own. So we got people in third world countries that now have a product that they can use and that they can sell, and they can be like, hey, this is my product. This is what I did. This is, it's not my face in it. It's other people.
Amazing.
I think I got my faces in there, a couple of times just as in the introduction. But, the biggest thing why we created a product is because we wanted to develop something to give to other people so that that they can sell it and create jobs for themselves and create jobs for the people.
Awesome.
So
Dang,
that's
man. That's
distribution. So
awesome.
that's what I'm most proud of, and that's what I've been working my ass off lately, doing.
Wow.
So since we started, we now have over. We probably created, I would say roughly because we had a lot of people sign up and a lot of people said they wanted to do it, but I would really say that we probably created about like 200 jobs. We pay paychecks
Oh.
every Friday. We pay about 200 people, and we have some people actively quit their 9 to 5 job that was literally,
Mm-hmm.
and what they do full time is they distribute our accelerator bundle, to
Wow.
the people that need the courses. So
Awesome.
that's what I'm doing right now. So if
That's
you
really
guys are
cool.
interested in buying the course is super lit. 25 courses, all the top instructors in the world. We got 7-figure brands in there. Of course, we have 7-figure brands in there, but we got 7-figure a day brands in there. Teaching things like influencer marketing, teaching things
Wow.
how to really start a good Shopify store, everything like that. Uh,
Amazing.
Teaching, like one of my friends I told you guys was doing 100 grand a month with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
He's in there. He's teaching how to start an Amazon brand and everything like that. So, Netflix of courses, but our main thing and what we're most proud of is that we are able to build the product and build our business in a way that we can give it to other people and tell them that, hey, this is your product.
Go
Go
sell it.
go distribute it, go sell it. This is how you
Absolutely.
distribute it. This is how you sell it. Here's a job for you. You just created your own job, and everyone
Awesome, man.
will
Now I believe like you're solving the two biggest problems we saw on this complete podcast episode, like giving away jobs and then having great product. Now we're actually giving away your product, which you did work hundreds of hours on, and you're just giving that away completely for free as a partnership, right? You're literally letting them someone else to partner up, and now you're actually creating a job as well in the same time, which is so purposeful.
Yeah, appreciate
Great,
it, bro.
man.
We don't talk about it, we do it.
Hashtag swag, man. That's awesome. You don't talk
Yeah.
about. You don't need to talk about it when you're doing it, right?
Yeah, I'm too
People
busy
don't talk
doing it.
about good
That's why
things. Yeah.
I'm too busy doing it, so I don't even have the time to talk.
Yeah, the shiny objects guys talk about the Lambos, the cash, and all the crazy Rolexes. People who do the stuff, they don't talk about it. They really don't need to, actually.
Just do it.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's awesome. Absolutely, Haji. That was great, my friend. I really enjoyed talking to you. This was more like a conversation than anything else. I really enjoyed having a quick chat with you, man. Any last words before we conclude the whole podcast episode today?
If you want to be one of our distributors, DM me. So basically,
Simple
our
as that.
distributors, if you want to use the accelerator bundle as your own product,
Mm-hmm.
and want to distribute it to your audience, we pay super high commissions, because it's your product, So if you want to be one of our distributors, DM me. We're growing in distribution, and distributions get distributors in our company to get free coaching from me. They get a lot of nothing, but these are the only
There you
people.
go.
So it's free mentoring. All you gotta do is just be a distributor for us.
Awesome, Haji. That's really kind of you. I'm going to put your Facebook link so that people can DM you. And everyone, this is the opportunity for you. If you're struggling with your product and if you're struggling to make a great income for your life, just go. He has an amazing product. Pick that up and start finding a job for yourself and get good commissions paid weekly on Fridays, hopefully. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
but
we're gonna make it the same day commissions. We're working on making the same day commissions. So as soon as you make a sale, you can
ooh,
that minute.
that would be exciting for someone who's selling it. That would be really exciting for someone who's selling it. Absolutely, brother. So again, Haji, thank you so much for this amazing opportunity, brother. I really enjoyed interviewing you, man. You're so down to the earth. Simplicity literally makes my stuff very down to the earth. Now I'm trying to fix my business about how to make it more simple, how to remove more processes, how to make it more straight line than having more people, crazy systems in place, which is awesome. I really had a lot of takeaways. I need to rewatch this to have everything again on my plate. That was so amazing, man. Loads of information, completely golden nugget, man. So everyone, hopefully who watched it right now, stay tuned for the next interview, and hopefully you enjoyed the interview with Mr. Sajihal, Mr. Simple Guy as well. So Haji, thank you so much for this interview, man. Excited
Peace.
for this. Peace out. Awesome, man.
Yeah,
Have a great day, bro. Bye.
Peace.